Hello everyone at welcome po sa ating channel. This is Coach Jarret. This is our SONA coverage from the comfort of our own studio. So, nag-umpisa na tayo kasi lumapag na si Presidente. Ayan na, so lumapag na siya ngayon. So, start na tayo. Wala nang intro-intro to. Rekta na!
Address 2023 PTV Special Coverage. Sa punto pong ito, natatanaw na po natin ang helicopter. Nalulan ang ating Pangulong Ferdinand R. Marcos Jr.
At maya-maya nga lamang ay matutunghayan na natin ang talumpati ni Pangulong Ferdinand R. Marcos Jr. Ikalawang taon niya ito, Audrey, no, sa pamumuno sa ating bansa. At syempre hindi lamang yung kanyang nais malaman ng kababayan natin kung paano niya tinimon yung ating bansa sa kanyang ikalawang taon.
Okay,
ng
The joint session of Congress is thereafter called to order, followed by the singing of the national anthem and the invocation, after which the President descends to the rostrum to deliver the State of the Nation address.
By the way, ito na po ang ating live stream. Mamaya wala na po tayong live stream. This is a live reaction mga kochero. So, every now and then, sisingit-singit tayo ng komentaryo. Pero kung ayaw nyo ng ganun, pwede po kayo pumunta sa PTV, sa main na mismo.
Pagsik, I mean, no?
Kasi yun. Pero every now and then, we will do some commentary, lalo na kapag mayroong issue na parang
update at informasyon,
kailangan sabihin, i-raise or kailangan i-highlight. Confirm nabalita lang, kanina lang din nabalita. No? Nauna na nag-confirm si Digong, pero hindi rin daw siya pupunta kasi ang sabi naman daw ni Bongo, ikakagaling na daw kasi ng China.
Tulad ng nabanggit niya sa...
Okay, bahay. Ayan na. Okay, natahimik lang ako sa talit. Okay, so, everyone, let's welcome the entrance of the President of the Philippines, President Bongbong Marcos!
Ladies and gentlemen, honorable members of Congress of the Philippines, His Excellency Ferdinand Romualdez Marcos Jr., President of the Republic of the Philippines.
Palakpakan naman dyan!
Thank you. Thank you very much. Allow me to greet Vice President Sara Zimmerman Duterte, the former presidents, our former presidents, President Joseph Ejercito Estrada and President Gloria Macapagal Arroyo, Senate President Juan Miguel Zubiri, and the honorable members of the Senate, House Speaker Ferdinand Martin Romualdez, and the honorable members of the House of Representatives, Chief Justice Alexander Gismundo, and the honorable justices of the Supreme Court, His Excellency, Most Reverend Charles John Brown, and the esteemed members of the Diplomatic Corps, Executive Secretary Lucas Bersamin and the members of the Cabinet, First Lady Luis Araneta Marcos, former First Lady Imelda Romualdez Marcos,
Woot, woot.
other distinguished guests,
Di pinakita.
mga minamahal kong
Di pinakita si
kababayan.
Madam.
Ladies and gentlemen, magandang hapon po sa inyong lahat. 1 year ago today, I stood here before you, setting forth the plans that we have to improve our economy, bring jobs to our people, improve the ease of doing business, recalibrate our educational system to adapt to the new economy, lower and rationalize energy costs, boost agricultural production, enhance healthcare, and continue social programs for the poor and the vulnerable. Let me now report to the people on the successes that we can now lay claim to, and also the challenges that we continue to face. For the first quarter of this year, our growth has registered at 6.4%. It remains within our target of 6 to 7% for 2023. We are still considered to be amongst the fastest growing economies in the Asian region and in the world. It is a testament
Nice.
to our strong macroeconomic fundamentals. Inflation is expected to ease further by the close of the year and projected at 2.9% by 2024.
Uy, nice. Yun ang projections, 2.9%.
On matters of the economy,
Ay,
there are
isa.
many things over which we have no control. But over those where we do have control, we are doing everything we can. Puspusan ang ating ginagawa upang pataasin ang produksyon ng ating ekonomiya. Pinapalago natin ang mga industriya. Dinadagdagan natin ang mga infrastruktura upang mas mapabilis ang daloy ng mga produkto at ng serbisyo. Higit sa lahat, pinapalakas natin ang kakayahan ng mga mamamayan upang mapaganda nila ang kanilang pamumuhay. For this year, economic and social services were allocated almost 70% of the national budget. Higher revenue collections will be critical in our bid to bolster public investments. Under our fiscal framework, we envision our tax and revenue efforts to further increase to up to 16.9% and 17.3% by 2028. Revenue generation has improved this year. From January to May, the Bureau of Internal Revenue has posted record collections amounting to 1.05 trillion pesos,
Wow.
an increase of almost 10% over the last year. For its part, the Bureau of Customs has also increased its collection by 7.4% for the first 7 months of 2023, amounting to 476 billion pesos. Since July 2022, we have seen increased revenues from PAGCOR of 47.9% and from the PCSO of 20%. Sa mahigit 7,000 kadiwa na idinaos sa buong Pilipinas, 1.8 million na pamilya ang nakinabang sa mababang presyo ng bilihin.
Nice.
Sa kabuuan, halos 700 milyong piso ang naging benta ng mga ito na nakapagbigay ng hanap buhay sa mga membro ng mahigit 3,000 na kooperatiba at samahan. Maganda ang nakita nating resulta, kaya papalawigin pa natin ang kadiwa sa buong bansa. Kamakailan lamang,
Nice. Maganda yung result.
ipinagbubuklod natin ang mga magsasaka sa pamamagitan ng farm and fisheries clustering at mga livestock multiplier farms. 300 cluster na ang ating natukoy na binubuo ng halos 900 kooperatiba at may lawak na mahigit na 200,000 hektarya ng bukirin. Upang mas mapabilis at mas mapadali ang pagbuo ng kooperatiba, kakailanganin natin ang suporta ng Kongreso na maamyendahan ang Cooperative Code. Sa pagtaas ng presyo ay ang mga smuggler, mga hoarder,
Yun, smuggler.
at mga nagmamanipula ng presyo ng produktong agrikultural. Hinahabol at ihaabla natin sila. Sandyang
Sana ho mangyari kasi
sadyang hindi tama ang kanilang gawain.
Tama.
At hindi rin ito tugma sa ating magandang layunin.
right.
Pandaraya ang kanilang ginagawa. Napapahamak hindi lamang ang mga magsasaka, kundi tayo rin mga mamimili. Kaya hindi natin papayagan ang ganitong kalakaran. Bilang na ang mga araw ng mga smuggler at hoarder na yan.
Yes. Sana po, Mr. President, matuloy na yan.
Nitong nakalipas na taon, mahigit 70,000 titulo ng lupa ang ginawad sa mga benepisyaryo ng reformang agraryo.
Nice. Importante yan, yung agrarian reform na yan.
Tamang-tama ang ating pagpapatigil ng mga bayarin ng mga benepisyaryo sa ilalim ng ating nilagdaan EO number 4. Isang taon mula nung aking unang SONA na isabatas na ang bagong Agrarian Emancipation Act.
Yun, Agrarian Emancipation Act. Ito, bago lang yun.
Dahil dito, ang 57 billion piso ng utang na pinapasan ng mahigit 600,000 benepisyaryo ay tuluyan ng nabura.
Right off.
But all prospective sites of economic development. The 1,200-kilometer Luzon Spine Expressway Networks program will effectively connect Ilocos to Bicol from 20 hours to just 9 hours of travel.
Nice. Anong pangalan? Ano? Ano yung pangalan ng project?
Under the Mega Bridge program, 12 bridges totaling 90 kilometers will be constructed, connecting islands and areas separated by waters. The program notably includes the Bataan-Cavite Interlink Bridge
Nice.
and the Panay-Guimaras Negros Island bridges,
Magkakabitan ng mga isla.
each spanning 32 kilometers, and also the Samal Island Davao City Connector Bridge.
Parang nanganak yung San Juanico Bridge, eh, no?
As
Kabit
of
ng mga
June this
isla.
year, we have constructed, maintained, and upgraded more than 4,000 kilometers of roads and around 500 bridges across the country. Crucial airport and port development projects across the country have also been completed, including Cebu Pier's 88 Smart Port and the new passenger terminal buildings of Clark Airport and the Port of Calapan. We initiated several railway projects with a total length of more than 1,000 kilometers. Notably, the southern leg of the north-south commuter railway system is now in full swing. In a few years, travel from Pampanga to Laguna will be reduced from 4 hours to just 2.
Nice. Ay, sana abutan ko in my lifetime yan.
Throughout the country. However, 68 grid connections are much delayed, according to the ERC's count. We are conducting a performance review of our private concessionaire,
Uy!
the National Grid Corporation of the Philippines.
Patay!
We look to NGCP to complete all of its deliverables, starting with the vital Mindanao-Visayas and Cebu-Negros Panay interconnections.
Patay ka, NGCP! Babantayan ka na!
Habang pinapabuti natin ang lagay ng ekonomiya, pinapalakas din natin ang kakayahan ng Pilipino. Ito ay sa pamamagitan ng mahalagang armas ng edukasyon, magandang kalusugan at trabaho. Ang ating butihing Vice Presidente na kalihim din ng kagawaran ng edukasyon ay tumutulong upang tiyakin na
Ba't
ang
nasa
bawat
gilid si
batang
VP?
Pilipino ay mabibigyan ng nararapat at kalidad na edukasyon. We have renewed hope in giving the best to our next batches of students, especially the 28.4 million learners who return to school this year. Learning recovery will be at the forefront of our education agenda. The Matatag Agenda for Basic Education has been launched, focusing on relevance of curriculum, rapid and responsive delivery, and the welfare of the shortage of classrooms and facilities is being addressed. Aside from new construction, schools and facilities are being retrofitted to become ready for the future, ready for hybrid and high-tech learning, and also climate-ready and disaster-proof.
Tama yun, tama
Through the
yun.
DepEd Partnership Assistance Portal, private sector partners continue their assistance in the rehabilitation and improvement of schools as part of their corporate social responsibility programs. We are recalibrating the K-10 curriculum to ensure that it is always relevant, responsive, and at par with international standards.
Yun yung importante. International standards. Kailangan nakamatch tayo sa international.
Literacy and numeracy skills need to be strengthened. The Philippines has launched 2 additional satellites into space.
Wow!
Together with the first satellite, they will track weather, predict storms, evaluate soil and water supplies, analyze shifts in population, and be used for traffic management, geohazard mapping, risk assessment, and even including security and defense. Science, technology, and innovation will drive the quality and competitiveness of our workforce, as well as our manufacturing, export, creative, and service industries, in existing markets and in new ones waiting to be explored. The bane of the mismatch between jobs and skills among our workforce is being rectified through strengthened government, industry, labor, academic partnerships, and the continuous reskilling and upskilling training programs that we have put before our workforce.
Nerbosa, oh.
Ang kalusugan ang ikalawang armas para sa lakas ng pangangatawan ng bawat Pilipino. Isinusulong natin muli ang kalusugan ng Pilipino. We are now refocusing our health priorities, applying the lessons learned from the pandemic and addressing the weaknesses that it has exposed. Healthier communities and lifestyles are our advocacy. We have launched convergent programs to address hunger and nutrition-related issues amongst our people, especially the children, like stunting and wasting. Last week, we introduced the pilot food stamp
Food
program,
stamp.
which seeks to supply the nutrition needs of the million most food-poor Filipinos. The FSP,
Yung food stamp program. Last week yun.
the FSP shall complement our nutrition continuity programs,
Yung DOH.
such as the first 1,000 days program, which ensures nourishment for the first 3 years of a child's life. The supplemental feeding program is for our children attending daycare centers. The K-6 program will feed kindergarten to grade 6 public school students who are suffering from wasting and severe malnutrition. We are catching up on the routine. Ang presyo ng mga mahalaga at pangunahing gamot ay bumaba ng humigit kumulang ng 40%. Mayroon ding iba na bumaba na hanggang 70%.
Wow.
Aside from the maximum retail price regulation being implemented, strategic VAT exemptions also lowered the prices of 59 essential medications such as those for cancer, diabetes, hypertension, kidney disease, and mental illness. Palapit na tayo.
Good job. That's important. Yung subsidy ng ano.
Palapit na tayo
bili
sa
ng gamot.
hangarin na ang lahat ng Pilipino ay makakakuha ng serbisyong pangkalusugan. Sa ngayon, mahigit 93% na ang kasapi sa PhilHealth. Sa pinagandang konsulta package ng PhilHealth, 21 klase ng mga gamot at 13 laboratory service ang ibibigay ng libre.
Dialysis?
Ngayon,
Ano,
mga
56?
kababayan, libre na po ngayon ang dialysis para sa karamihan ng
Oh my
Pilipino.
God! Good job! Good job ka dyan, Presidente. Good job ka dyan.
Noong nakalipas na taon, mahigit 3.4 million na Pilipino ang nabigyan ng tulong sa ilalim ng Medical Assistance for Indigent Patients program ng DOH. Tinutugunan natin ngayon ang ating kakulangan sa mga doktor at mga nurse sa pamamagitan ng mga reforma sa edukasyon, patuloy na pagsasanay at paniniguro sa kanilang kapakanan. Naglagay po tayo ng doktor sa halos 200 munisipyo sa bansa. Lalagyan natin din ng doktor ang natitirang 19 na bayan na wala pang doktor. Upang masuklian,
Nice. This is good.
upang masuklian naman natin ang naging sakripisyo ng ating mga health workers sa pribado at pampubliko ng mga ospital nung nakaraang pandemya, ipapamahagi na sa kanila ang kanilang COVID Health Emergency Allowance at iba pang mga nabinbing benepisyo.
Magiging happy na yung mga nurses, bibigay na yung benefits, na delay.
Our national fiber backbone and broadband ng MASA projects will also deliver high connectivity and high-speed internet. We are prioritizing geographically isolated and disadvantaged areas. The DICT has been directed to consolidate all these digitalized government services into the eGovPH app, to establish the National Government Portal and the Philippine Business Data Bank to improve the internet speed in our country. For example, the deployment issue in the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia has now been resolved. And as of today, 70,000 of our OFWs have already been deployed to Saudi Arabia for employment.
Nice.
The unpaid salaries and other related claims of some 14,000 OFWs who have been put out of work in Saudi Arabia during the pandemic are now being processed. The Crown Prince of the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia himself personally committed to me that the unpaid claims of Filipino workers would now be paid. Nanunumbalik na ang sigla sa pamayanan, maraming proyekto ang nakumpleto at mga infrastrukturang naitatayo. Kasalukuyan na tayo nagpoproseso ng tulong pinansyal para sa mga biktima ng Marawi Siege upang sila ay makapagsimula muli. Naway mamayani ang pag-asa. Naway magpatuloy ang pagkakaisa, pagmamatyag at paghahangad ng kapayapaan at kaunlaran. We are proud of the progress that the BARM has taken. It will be self-governing. It will be self-governing, it will be progressive, and it will be effective. Once more, nagsisimula pa lamang tayo. Ang pagbangon ng ating bayan ay magpapatuloy pa. Hinihiling ko ang inyong tiwala at pakikiisa. Sa ganitong paraan, makakamtan natin ang ating tanging hangarin, ang maginhawa, matatag at panatag na buhay para sa lahat ng Pilipino. For the Philippines, every Filipino has unanimously risen to the challenge that we have made to them to be part of our nation's future. Handa silang maghandog ng tulong dahil mahal nila ang kanilang kapwa Pilipino at mahal na mahal nila ang Pilipinas. And thus, with this in my heart, I know that the state of the nation is sound and is improving. Dumating na po ang bagong Pilipinas. Maraming salamat po sa inyo.
Palakpakan, guys! Dumating na ang bagong... Okay. 7.6% growth, which is the highest in 46 years. At ang ating economy right now is at 6.4%. One of the fastest growing in Southeast Asia, if I'm not mistaken. At dito ako nagulat actually. Dito sa sinabi ni Presidente kanina na ang inflation natin currently is at 5.4%. Okay, 5.4%. And hopefully by the end of 2024, 2.9% inflation ang projections ng BSP. Kadiwa. So, ito, nasabi ni Presidente, no, yung Kadiwa, 7,000 Kadiwa centers nationwide. 7,000 yan, guys. 1.8 million pesos in net, this is gross profit. Okay, 1.8 million pesos in gross profit if I'm not mistaken, kung tama yung pagkakarinig ko kanina, ha. So, kasama din sa mga kailangang asikasuhin daw is yung El Nino. Meron na raw buffer stock na tubig. Nakaimbak na tayo ng tubig as buffer stock. Pero gagawin ding option ang cloud seeding. Okay, cloud seeding kasama yan dyan. 7,000 titulo na ang naipamigay sa mga magsasaka. 194 projects, okay, combined with the previous administration. Okay. 194 projects combined with the previous administration. Pero mga kotsero, ang iba dito is 122 out of the 194 ay mga bagong proyekto ng Administrasyong Marcos. Foreign investments, merong 126 contracts na for energy to, for renewable energy. 126 contracts na ang napirmahan with 31,000 megawatts na power output ang magagawa. Dialysis for indigents. 196 sessions. Kasi ang dialysis, I think that's every other week. Or every other day. Or 3 times a week, if I'm not mistaken. At yung 3 times a week na yon, kapag nasa private dialysis center ka, ano yan? Parang nasa 5,000 yata per session. 3,000 to 5,000 per session sa dialysis. So, alam nyo mga kotsero, ang laking kaluwagan nito sa mga indigents natin na nagdadialysis. Kailangan nila to. Sobrang kailangan nila. At meron ng 1.2 trillion approved investments at 230 billion approved na green lanes para sa bansa. Okay, at na-mention na nga kanina, IT, BPO, and tourism ang pinaka mataas na nagpapasok ng pera sa Pilipinas. And right now, even with the controversy ng DOT, January to June, 3 million visitors ang pumasok na sa bansa. Of course, na-mention yung sa ating uniform personnel. Eto, natawa ako dito. Sa mga sindikato daw ng droga, identified na yung mga generals with drug links. And he is accepting your resignation. So far, this is a good SONA. Medyo mahaba lang, mga kochero, no? It's around an hour and a half. Medyo mahaba lang. But, it's a good SONA. I think it's comprehensive enough na naikwento naman sa atin yung pagiging comprehensive niya. So, yung challenges lang, sana nakarinig ako ng challenges. Yung mga kailangang i-improve, paano i-improve. Kasi yung achievements, madali ikwento yun eh. Pero yung challenges, medyo mahirap ikwento. Hopefully yung next na SONA will be like that. Yung next, it doesn't have to be now. Ito naman yung susunod.